Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the new moon in the sign of Virgo. Okay. For me, I will say, so far I've been feeling already on this energy. I've been doing a lot of organizing and all of those types of things, like getting my business things done with my business. Yeah, so let's see what the overall energy is for everyone else too. Okay, we have integrate with black pepper. The trigger statement is I am trapped, and the true statement is I am whole. Allow the parts of yourself you hide to make themselves known. In the light, you will see the wisdom they hold. Okay, so this is calling us out, right? Geminians, we are definitely people that don't share everything, right? So discern with the fennel, which is very, very beautiful. The trigger statement is, it is not my fault. And the true statement is, I take full responsibility. Shift into your body and listen. Release the emotions you have been storing and move forward. Okay, so this could be about, for this new moon, what I like to say, cleaning out our closets or sweeping our own front porch, right? So that's something where we start to look at ourselves and analyze ourselves to where we start looking at ourselves and analyze ourselves in a way where we learn to do what's best for us by just surrounding ourselves with people that we can be safe and transparent with. So let's jump in with the tarot and see what we have. New moon in Virgo. Page of Pentacles in reverse is starting out the reading, okay? So there could be some sort of maybe irresponsibility in the way of our funds, or making kind of like ill-informed assumptions. We also have the Four of Wands showing up in reverse. Okay, what I'm picking up on is some sort of like business idea or some sort of plan that you had to do with someone. I'm getting that you're deciding either not to do it. One of you is changing your mind either not to do it, or I'm getting the energy of one of you deciding to do it on your own instead, okay? And this has to do with a business partner, or it could be a friend or something along that line. I'm really am getting that, and I'm getting that it's you that's changed your mind, and then there's some sort of reason that you are having a hard time telling this person. Maybe you know they're going to be upset or something along that line. Could even be that like maybe you're for a very clear message, maybe it's someone deciding to like call off an engagement is what I'm getting also. Okay, what do we have here? It's like this deep introspection about something, about a plan, an idea, and I'm getting the feeling where it's like, okay, I know this isn't going to work, and instead of me talking to everyone else, I just need to be clear about it. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles is showing up in reverse, you guys. Exactly. So it's some sort of like business idea or some sort of like startup plan that there was with a friend of yours or someone here. Okay, wow. Yeah, exactly. So, and it was just supposed to be some sort of like a group project or something that you guys and you're having a hard time like telling that person or communicating it to them. So what's the Page of Pentacles? Why is the Page of Pentacles here? Yeah, Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is a situation where you feel like ultimately it just wouldn't bring you joy, that it wouldn't work out in the long run, whatever it is. It could be a relationship for some of you. It could even be a situation where you thought it was something that would work out, like, but you're realizing, no, I just need to, like, I'm hearing nip it in the bud. Like, nip it in the bud before it even gets started. It's like you're coming to this realization before it's like final, before you sign the paper or whatever it is, before you sign on the dotted line or before you make these arrangements, you're realizing, no, that's not cool. Okay, we also have the Two of Pentacles to clarify the Eight of Wands. And there's the Page of Swords showing up to clarify the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so it's one of those things where you feel like it probably wouldn't work out, in the sense of like them doing their fair share, or kind of like it just wouldn't benefit you to collaborate yourself with them. But for some reason you just have a really hard time speaking to this person in like a mature way. I'm getting like whenever you try to say something to them, maybe it's in opposition to what they think, and it leads to some sort of argument or some sort of like heated discussion where it's they just don't take no very well, is what I'm getting. What is the Page of Swords? Yeah, that's what I'm getting, Gemini. Let's see, what is the Page of Swords here? Yeah, so this is about you taking responsibility, but you also got I am whole. So this is about you learning that you don't always have to do things with someone, that you can do things alone as well. The Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so I even get that you really can't even really get your words out with this person. Like you have a hard time just getting them to understand what you're trying to say when you're talking to them. So during this particular new moon in Virgo, it's kind of like a highlighted time where you guys could really have a difficult time communicating, especially because Virgo is ruled by Mercury, just as Gemini is. And so at certain times, these two energies may have a hard time, colliding or going head to head, and so during this time, my advice is it's not really a particularly good time to try and break anything down to this person. Okay. So let's see here. Wow, I just want to clarify. Wow. What's the Ten of Cups in reverse? What's the Ten of Cups in reverse? Wow. Okay, it's the Tower, exactly. So yeah, it's for whatever reason, like whenever there's any sort of like confrontation or like letting this person know that, okay, yeah, it's not going to work out like that, or I know we kind of talked about this, but I think instead of that, or just letting them know that it won't necessarily be the way that it was originally dreamed up, or when the conversation first arose, when it first came about. So for you, Gemini, this is a time for you to learn that Sometimes just you is enough. Okay, and that it's okay for you to speak up for yourself and to avoid getting involved in engagements that don't provide you with the same equal satisfaction. Okay, let's see what we have here. Yeah, using your discernment. Let's see what we have here. Unicorn or purity. Yeah, that's it for you, Gemini. You are, unique. You can do it. You don't have to necessarily be in collaboration, or you don't even have to worry about. Of course, there are times where we have to integrate others into our process, but being very careful of how we choose those persons, and also being mindful of how they could have a representation of us with their work once we associate ourselves with them, different things of that nature that you may not consider going into any sort of union with someone else, just how they're going to impact your process, or even the direction that you're going in with your work or your ideas, or a particular project or whatever it is, so yeah, just know that, Gemini, you are definitely the unicorn. Okay, purity, and making sure that whatever you're engaging in, the work that you're choosing to do, the project that you're choosing, are all things that serve you and that great purpose to stay the unicorn. That's a challenge in itself. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab, let's see, what self-care do we have for Gemini, Virgo, new moon here. Virgo new moon for Gemini. Focus. Wow, this word has been on my mind all month. I promise you. It's so super crazy how much I've been thinking about the word focus, because I feel like for us Geminians, if you have sun, moon, rising, or even Venus in the sign of Gemini, heavy placement in your chart, then you're feeling this energy of needing to stay focused, to complete something, even if it's to just, the smallest things. But we've been having this issue with focusing lately, and so this word has been on my mind. If you focus on what you don't want, there's a good chance you might get it. Focus on what you do want instead. Okay, so for some of us, Spirit is saying that this particular thing that we're experiencing could be something that we wanted and that we asked for at one point, something that we were even excited about, right? So Spirit is even saying that even if we're thinking thoughts like, oh, I just don't want to deal with what I dealt with last time, then last time will become now again. So we just have to understand that there is a need to make sure that we are expecting the best and expecting everything to go our way and expecting things to work out for us, and that we're understanding that there's just as much of a chance as things going right as they are for them going wrong, right? So just making sure that we are keeping in mind that we can choose to have a good day and that we can change our minds. I feel the need to say that. We can definitely change our minds, okay? We are allowed to do that. So yeah, let me pull here and see what we have for you, Gemini, here. This is quite a few here. Let's see. What do we have for Gemini, new moon, and Virgo, square Mars energy? What is up with this? Okay. Assert your authentic needs in a kind, confident tone. Speak your needs rather than hiding them. Empower yourself by being authentic. Okay, so You guys, there is this huge emphasis on being authentic. There's this emphasis on, you know, speaking the things that you've been hiding, you know, allow the parts of yourself you hide to make themselves known. Okay, so there's this direct emphasis here that is very, very clear message here that there is some sort of issue with speaking about what you need, and also about being clear and even speaking that to the universe, you know, putting that out in the ethers if that's something that you desire or something that you want, and not being afraid to say that and to ask for that, you know, within for ourselves specifically, you know, and then from our partners or from the ones that we love, and being able to say like, hey, you know, I need you to, you know, whatever the situation is, not call me so much, or, you know, I need you to, you know, whatever the situation is, being able to verbalize those things, opposed to assuming that because they're our loved ones, that means they know what we want or what we expect of them. So yes, gosh, there is such a uniqueness here that Spirit is saying it is time for people to see the real you, to see who you are, to see who you've become. And it's time for the world to meet that person, Gemini. So yes, this is your reading for new moon energy in the sign of Virgo, happening for us here on August the 27th. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. Super, super powerful, very beautiful, very nourishing, as I hope that all of my readings are. Hopefully you found a gem here or two. My name is Erica Keyel, and I will catch you on my next one. Peace.